is an absolute monster of a lightweight.
What a moment! The history-making goal!
She wasn't going for goal, but she'll happily accept it.
It's gone all the way through, and look at this! Chewinga! Did you dare write Barcelona off?
The career of one of the all-time greats is all but over.
Nice comeback.
Uma oportunidade de dizer alguma coisa que eu acho que nunca disse.
Let's get this party started!
NFL Game Pass is now exclusively on DAZN.
Let's get this thing going.
Watch every game, plus the playoffs and Super Bowl. It's your all-access pass.
That's how you fight a southpaw. Well on his way to coming back.
Katie Taylor does it again. Look at the emotion.
Boxing on DAZN, brought to you by William Hill.
miles per hour, 300 sensors, 1.1 million data points a second, sent instantly to the AWS cloud, so AI can generate insights for F1 in real time, to keep millions of fans on the edge of their seats. Generative AI on AWS, a new era of racing, a new era of business.
We got two suspects, Lowry and Burnett.
We are being framed.
You set the damn van on fire! Relax, the fire's on the outside. Now it's on the inside. What the hell are you doing? I fight crime, mate.
Y'all are some terrible fugitives.
Bad Boys Ride or Die.
Call 911.
Aren't you the police?
Exclusively in cinemas.
Boxing on DAZN, brought to you by William Hill.
All right, people, here we go. One more sleep until 5 versus 5. Today is the big one. Today we make it official. Today is weighing days. Scales are right here. Let's see if they work. Got to make sure everything is okay. Jeez, oh, steady, 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 steady. You don't want to see that. All right, stick with us. Weigh-in start right now.
Live on DAZN worldwide.
June 1st, 5v5.
This is everything.
5 of my best. Bang, bang.
5 of my best.
You prepare yourself. There's going to be a war.
And we take no prisoners, fellas.
We've got the best 5 fighters.
Queensberry better than MATCHROOM. You are having a bubble bath, Frankie.
Victory shall be ours. Right, boys.
This is everything.
We want to win this.
Only one result required. Victory. This is it. This is the moment, live on DAZN worldwide.
It's been a fantastic week at Boulevard City. Tuesdays were grand arrivals. Wednesdays, the media and public workout. Thursday, the press conference. Today, we make it official. Today is weigh-in day when, let's hope, every single fighter makes their weight. Let's welcome in the team, as always, Barry Jones, Darren Barker. We're here, one sleep away.
And do you know what? The atmosphere is building here.
Yeah.
There are a lot of Bivol fans, Zinad fans. Look, should be a formality today. The magnitude of the show, you'd like to think everyone will make the weight, but this is the last duty for all of these before the big one tomorrow.
Yeah, I guess the question is, Baz, look, I'm with Darren there. Everyone should make weight, but I guess it's how they've made the weight. There's been a lot of talk about Raymond Ford. Craig Richards is big at light heavyweight as well. Have they made the weight properly?
And that don't start like this week. That starts months in advance. You have to taper yourself down correctly to keep the fitness, to obviously get the training in, to be ready for the fight. So it's a science to make weight, but they're professionals, and this is a big platform. They'll get it right, I'm pretty sure. But this is the last time they get to look at each other before the fight. I don't know much will be said or how much influence you can have, but if anyone has a weakness, this is the time to try and exploit it.
Yeah, at the back end of yesterday's show, we heard Dev Sani there talk about an extra bit of gold for everyone, a Riyadh season bonus of $3 million for the winning team, which, you know, guys, I'm not very good at maths, but even I can work it out. That's $600,000 each.
It's incredible. So this, you know, a scenario. Let's say it all comes down to that last contest. Zhang Wilder, you've got all the team around the outskirts just screaming and shouting, begging their man to take the glory home so they all get a piece of the pie. It's fantastic.
It really is. I mean, if I'm one of the fighters and I've done my job, I'll be already, you know, on right to buy looking for a house. You've got to win. I'll be saying you've got to win. I've already bought the house. You have to win.
Well, we've been really like selling the team format. I think it's very important. But this makes it a real team sport now, because that money for everyone, we all have to play our part now. It's not just about you. And they will all feel it. Even the multi-millionaires and Deontay Wilder, they all want that money as well on top of their purse.
You know what I don't like, and this is my one thing about it. Obviously, no. I've been saying it's $600,000 each. The promoter decides how they divvy that money up.
Is that fact?
That's fact. The promoter decides.
So
I mean, you've got to go equal across the board, surely.
It may encourage the fighters to leave it all in the ring. I assume they will anyway, but that might be that extra percentage that they need to really kick down and go for it. Look, yeah, I would want a fair split, but it may bring out a better performance out of the fighters.
But whatever it is, it's extra money. And for the fighters who are not used to winning big money, all that extra money helps.
It does, right? It's a lot of extra money for every single fighter. All right, we've been building up to this magnificent 5 versus 5 for a couple of months, and what really got the juices flowing was when we saw the best fight promo trailer you're ever going to see. Let's remind ourselves of it.
Gentlemen, you know my rules. We'll have no around and absolutely no funny business. We're going to wait our turn and maintain our manners at all times, or this game's over before it's even begun. Frank, let's have you do the honours. Age before beauty, Eddie. Let's get some fights made. I haven't got all night.
Chop, chop, Frankie. Off you go.
Chop, chop indeed. That's a cleaver swing, and there's a killer behind it. He's enjoying his first Friday as a butcher. When two guys come in to collect, as they always do, where's our money they demand from his boss? Our butcher here doesn't take too kindly to the noise. He calmly asks, "Can I help you?" Before they can respond, crash. Bang. And a wallop. They wake up on the pavement the next morning. Nice sausages, though.
Cute. What a lovely bedtime story. Flip it, sweetheart.
What's your mouth?
The jeweller. This kid's a proper diamond. Rocks, chains, watches. Knock, knock. Who's there? 3 blokes come crashing through the door. Lost Property's closed on a Monday, boys. He's smart, but some people just can't take no for an answer. I don't think this is yours, they say. The front man throws a punch. My man slips it. Bang! He pops the next man's nose like a bloody balloon. You've broken my nose. He goes, bang! and it's outside, and a quick way down for the challenger.
Let's see what you're packing, Eddie.
Picture this. You got yourself into one of the most dangerous man's houses in the East End. You're browsing his gallery for your nan's next wall piece.
Looked after his nan. Oh.
When you come face to face with a colourful character himself and his lovely sawn-off shotgun, you slip the first shot, leaving with a shiner to remember you by. That's another one for his nan's collection.
They say if you love what you do, you'll never have to work another day in your life. He's never had a CV. Just a fist. So he got a job as a doorman. And like the saying goes, if you can't take the heat, then why are you even in the kitchen?
Talking about kitchens, this man is a cook. And he doesn't take customer feedback too well either. That's not the way I like it. Get back in there and make me another, the customer says. Wallop. Now that's one way to enjoy a haggis.
It's the ones that work in the shadows are the ones you want to look out for. He shouts at my lad, "Get over here and clean this blood off the canvas." My lad steps inside the ring. "Where's your mop?" He said he'd clean the floor with him. Night-night.
I can always respect a man that takes out the rubbish.
This lot in the same room's going to be trouble. Come on, then.
This man's an artist. Our lad's a perfectionist, a visionary, fists like cast iron. His boss comes over. "What's taking you so long?" "I'm thinking," he says. Next minute, it's bang.
Now, houses aren't this man's forte. He liked fixing cars and breaking jaws. If you happen to find your way into this man's garage looking for trouble, saying things like, "Should I trash the place? Should I burn the place?" you're generally leaving toothless, I'm afraid.
Last two cards, gents.
Not all heroes wear capes. Some wear tyres and ride double-deckers. So when someone disrupts his peaceful commute, crash and head through the window.
This man's been behind the wheel all day. What does he see? Some having some old girl's handbag. He hammers his foot to the pedal. He steps out of the taxi to finish the job right there on the pavement. She even tipped him a fiver.
June the 1st. Make sure your mob are there.
Troops assemble.
Shake hands, boys. Let's have a fair fight.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible trailer. All right, what's your favourite character? I'll go first. Mine's the Butcher, Nick Ball. I love that. I just think he looked really good. Go on.
The chef, for me, the way he
chef?
rams that
Willie Hutchinson
foot is on the throat. I love it.
It was good. He wasn't even acting. That's Willie Hutchinson.
No one likes a bully, and I like the way the keeper deals with his.
Okay, I like it as well. All right, we are ready to get this show on the road and make it official. MC's ready, so let's go downstairs to Mr. Thomas Tribe.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the official weigh-in for 5 versus 5. A great night of World Championship Boxing tomorrow, live from Kingdom Arena in Riyadh, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. It is all being brought to you by Frank Warren on behalf of Queensberry Promotions and Eddie Hearn for Matchroom Boxing in conjunction with Riyadh Season, National Event Center, the General Entertainment Authority, GIA, Gold Star Promotions, and Sella. This great event will be shown live worldwide on DAZN pay-per-view and in the UK on TNT Sports Box Office and DAZN. At this time, we would like to extend a big thank you to the custodian of the two holy mosques, King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud, His Royal Highness, the Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, and His Excellency, Chairman of the General Entertainment Authority, GIA, Turkey Al Sheikh. Let's get the weigh-in process started. Our first two fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 12-round contest. It will be for the WBA Featherweight Championship of the World. Let's first welcome the challenger, representing Queensberry. From Liverpool, England, he brings a professional record consisting of 19 wins, no defeats, 1 draw, 11 of his 19 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the former WBC Featherweight World Title Challenger, Nick the Wrecking Ball. Now let's welcome the defending world champion representing Matchroom. From Camden, New Jersey, USA, he brings an undefeated record with 15 wins, 1 draw, 8 of his 15 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the reigning and defending WBA Featherweight Champion of the World, Ray Savage Ford.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they stay there, and they stay there.
First to the scale, the challenger. 125.8 for Nick the Wrecking Ball. Now to the scale, the defending world champion.
125.4.
125.4 for Ray Savage Ford.
Both fighters within the limit, 126-pound limit, so we have a world title on the line for both Raymond Ford, the current WBA featherweight champion, and Nick Ball. Both made weight comfortably now.
Yeah, I would say it's the fact that Ford was over half a pound on the weight, that he maybe struggled a little bit, slightly, I think. We always thought you might struggle to make the weight, I think that's just making sure you do get into that limit there. But Ball, if you see Ball in the week, he looked healthy. He didn't look like he was drawn around the cheeks at all, so I think making weight for him has been a lot easier. Plus, he fought very recently, so he was already close to the weight anyway.
Could that be a mistake, an oversight from Team Ford there? I mean, 125.4, I mean, he's given away a lot there. You don't have to come down that much.
Yeah, but he's made the weight.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing. Yeah, you can overlook it sometimes, but what a fight this is. Contrasting styles, but they both mean business. Look at this stare down. We've seen it all week between these two. Smiles, but let me tell you now, when that bell goes tomorrow, it's going to be fireworks.
The champ is here, ladies and gentlemen. Ray Ford, your last fight, when you won the title, you literally left it to the last few seconds of the fight. How's this one going to play out?
Me having fun in there, man. We're going back to, you know, dominating and taking over the whole fight from round 1 to whenever it ends.
He's had plenty to say this week. You're kind of a quiet guy, but you piped up a little bit in the build-up. Has he gotten under your skin?
Nah. I mean, I just didn't like their energy, but tomorrow, like all this other stuff, walking around and acting tough and, you know, saying whatever they were saying in interviews, all that don't matter. What matters is what's going to happen tomorrow, and that's when we really going to get into that. So, yeah, I'm happy.
All right, good luck and welcome to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Ray Ford, everybody.
Nick, everyone said you should have been standing here as champ. This is your second consecutive world title shot. How much are you looking forward to this?
Massively, yeah. Thanks to everyone involved getting me back on over here. I appreciate it, yeah. Ready to go now.
Perfect. Good luck on Saturday night.
Thank you.
There you go. Short and sweet from both. That's just how they've been all week. But trust me, it won't be that on fight night. These guys are going to go in there. I think from the very first bell, we're going to find out how this fight plays out for the next 12 rounds.
Yes, and Ford, it'd be interesting to, if he does what he says he was going to do, hold the centre of the ring and mix fire with fire. If that happens, it's going to be carnage.
I think he has to hold the centre of the ring, but he has to use that jab. He has a great jab, and he has to use that jab just to keep ball away. That's a difficult task, but I think if anyone could do it, he potentially can.
All right, let's continue with the weigh-ins.
Our next two fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 12-round contest. It will be for the WBC Silver Championship, and it is a final eliminator for the WBC Middleweight World Championship. Let's first welcome the challenger representing Matchroom from Houston, Texas, USA. He brings an undefeated record with 16 wins, 11 of his 16 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is Austin Ammo Williams. And now let's welcome the defending champion representing Queensberry. And he is the team captain. Hailing from Ilford, England, he is undefeated with 19 wins. 15 of his 19 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the reigning and defending WBC Silver Middleweight Champion, Hamza Shiraz. First to the scale, we welcome the challenger. Austin Williams, 5'9.4. 159.4 for Austin Ammo Williams. Now to the scale, the defending champion. Hamza Shiraz, 159.6. 159.6 for Hamza Shiraz.
Both fighters within the 160-pound limit, both of them looking fantastic. Ammo Williams, I mean, wow, it's like a bodybuilding contest. He looks that good. What I will say as well, like the first fight, Barry, two completely different styles. Yes. It's a case of what style is going to come out on top.
Two completely different styles, but the same ambition, I feel, in both of them. I think that's why this fight will be a firecracker, because they're both going to want to insert their confidence very, very early in the fight. And for Shiraz, that's the jab and the uppercut. And for Ammo Williams, that's the fast feet and a right hand over the top. That's why you can see either one getting knocked down and either one's getting the stoppage.
So much on the line for this fight, as it is all of the contests. The next fight for these, possibly a world title shot. I'm so interested when the bell goes tomorrow night, who's going to hold the centre of the ring? Will Hamza Shiraz give up too much space? Will Ammo Williams jump all over him? I'm so intrigued to see that battle early on tomorrow.
Yes, a fight between two guys on the cusp of a world title fight. This will be the final fight until they challenge the winner anyway for the WBC middleweight strap. This is more than 5 versus 5. This is more than the bonus money as well. Potentially you're looking at a world title crack next.
But this is the acid test before you fight for the world title. Yeah. All fighters should have. And what you said, Darren, Hamza doesn't give away the ground anymore. He's adapted ready, so that's why it's such a great and exciting fight.
We're here with Ammo Williams. You've got a tiger tail and a Native American headdress. Describe the regalia. I'm here with Ammo Williams, Native American headdress, tiger tail. What's the regalia represent?
Representing my granddad, my late granddad who just left us, Cherokee Indian. Put that on my head. The tiger is me. That's who I am. And I'm just ready to show my whole spirit come Saturday night.
My condolences about your grandfather. I've called a lot of your fights, but I've never seen you this dialed in, this amped up. Am I wrong? Is this different for you?
I have something to take, something that's mine, something that I'm waiting to go get. It's a couple of hours away from me and that WBC belt. I've been asking to get that since September, and it's mine. I have the time. It's mine. I don't care who it is. I don't care where it's at. This is exactly what I wanted. I wanted this reaction. I wanted him to have all the confidence in the world, all the people around. That's what I wanted. I'm coming here to take that belt. It's mine.
Good luck to you. Ammo Williams, everybody.
I mean, Hamza, you're standing here smiling. What did you make of that? What's your response?
Don't really make much of it, to be fair. Don't really make much of it. Like I said, I'm just extremely grateful to be where I am. And tomorrow night, still undefeated, Hamza Shiraz.
Ammo's been fired up all week, but you have been the definition of cool, calm and composed.
Yeah, no, that's how I've always been. That's how I've always been. Doesn't matter how big the occasion is, I will never let it change me.
Team captain, a little bit of extra pressure?
Not really. Ammo's getting knocked out tomorrow, inshallah.
Good luck on Saturday.
We've all done our predictions, right? We've all got them written down. We can't change it now. We've handed in the papers. We've handed in the score sheets. With what we've seen so far from both weigh-ins, have you swayed at all from your predictions?
Perhaps a little bit.
Here we go.
Right, the reason I'm saying it is because I feel Ammo Williams needs to be fired up like that. Sometimes a little complacent, sometimes not switched on from the start. You need him fired up like that.
Our next two fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 12-round contest. It will be for the vacant WBC Silver Light Heavyweight Championship. Let's first welcome, representing Matchroom from London, England. He brings a professional record consisting of 18 wins, 3 defeats, 1 draw, 11 of his 18 wins coming by way of knockout. Let's welcome the former British champion and former world title challenger, Craig Spider Richards.
London, man, I got bad man in the London town. Bad man in the London, man, I got back things in the London town. Back things in the London, man, I got bad man ready to shut it down. Bad man ready to shut it down.
Step up onto that. Man, I'm gonna get up onto that. Man, I'm gonna get up onto that. Man, I'm gonna well stomp on that.
And now let's welcome, representing Queensberry, hailing from Carstairs, Scotland. He had a stellar amateur career, and now as a professional, he has a record of 17 wins, just 1 defeat, 13 of his 17 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Willie the Hutch Train Hutchinson. Richards. For Craig Spider Richards. Now we welcome to the scale Willie the Hutch Train Hutchinson. £174 for Willie the Hutch Train Hutchinson.
The fight was probably the most heat on the card. These two have been going at each other since they got to Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. And look, if you ask both, they would want to do this right now on that stage and forfeit any money, any bonuses. They just want to fight. And I think this is going to be a good one.
Yeah, really. Both fight up for this. Bad blood, evident.
For the vacant
and so much on the line, as Tom Schreiber says.
Championship.
And this is also very important. This is about temperament, this fight. Hutchinson's got to be aggressive and try and get into Richards' head, try and lose his shape. And Richards got to keep that calm demeanor that he has, but be a little bit in the higher tempo with his work.
Yeah, you wonder if the experience will help Richards. He obviously look a lot older than Hutchinson, so you talk about that temperament. You must feel like his experience might help him handle that temperament.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I mean, that he has in abundance, you know, two big fights. Though they were losses to Bilbao and Boazzi, he does have that. But for the flip side, you've got to step up at some point.
Well, Craig, he's had plenty to say about you and to you all week long. It looked like he tried to intimidate you there during the stare down. Has it affected you at all?
Nah, I'm a true professional. We've seen all this before. Come Saturday night, I'm going to get the job done.
I know a lot of your fans, and even yourself included, feel like we haven't seen the best of you yet in your career. What are we going to be saying about you after the fight tomorrow night?
This guy's a serious operator.
All right, well, good luck to you. Craig Richards, everybody.
Willie, it feels like you've got a lot of support here in Saudi Arabia tonight.
Listen, anywhere in the world, all my family, friends, everyone comes to see me, so I'm I'm blessed to see all my friends and family here. And listen, isn't this unbelievable? Look at all these people here. What a platform to be on. I'm feeling unbelievable and rehydrated and ready to rock and roll. Craig Richards, you better be ready for tomorrow night, you boy. One more sleep. Go!
Good luck on Saturday, Willie.
Thank you.
Both very confident. Honestly, Willie Hutchinson, very confident. I don't think it's for show. I don't think it's a joke. I think he feels he's got what it takes to beat Craig Richards.
Yeah, he's saying all the right things, and understandably, because he's a very, very skillful fighter. And I think even people go back about his defeat, but he showed lots of courage. I think loads of determination to get up and fight back in that fight. So since then, he's had a good rebuild. But the reason we were all picking Richards is that this is a big level up, a big step up. I mean, it's just the unknown. That's all it is.
We continue with a special feature. Tomorrow night it is scheduled for 12 rounds, and it will be for both the WBA and IBO light heavyweight championships of the world. Let's first welcome the challenger, a native of Libya, now fighting out of Pieta, Malta. He brings an undefeated record with 22 wins, 16 of his 22 wins coming by way of knockout. Let's welcome Malik Zanad. And now let's welcome the defending defending world champion, a native of Kyrgyzstan, now fighting out of Indio, California, USA. He is undefeated with 22 wins, 11 of his 22 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the reigning and defending WBA and IBO light heavyweight champion of the world, Dimitri Bivol.
This is the story of my beggar, Venus came from a wooden copper town.
First to the scale, we welcome the challenger.
Alex Zhilei Zhang, 174.2 pounds.
174.2 for Malik Zanad. Now to the scale, the defending world champion. 175 pounds for Dimitri Bivol.
Bang on for Dimitri Bivol, 175 pounds. I think the story here, though, is about Malik Zanad. He's got a bit of a fan base here as well. He's coming, he's talking the talk. Can he walk the walk? And it's a big walk, Barry, on Saturday.
It's a huge step up, but you wouldn't put a penny on it. But boxing is littered, I've said this before, is littered with the underdogs overperforming, the massive favourites underperforming, and it's just getting the balance right at the right time and getting to get that win. Even if it's a one night only.
What an opportunity. Look, as a fighter, when you're fighting for a world title, you want to beat the man. You want to beat the champion. And in my opinion, Bivol is the man. So he'll be thrilled that he's got this opportunity. But in there tomorrow night, it's going to be so difficult. But hearing him speak, he's very proud. He believes in himself. He's going to give it all he can.
Yeah, I love the confidence of Malik Zanad. He's there, he's ready to rock and roll. And I think he's ready as well to speak to Olivier Bazaka.
I'm here with one of the pound-for-pound kings of boxing, Dimitri Bivol, a late-minute replacement. What do you know about your opponent, and what kind of fight do you expect it to be?
I know about him that he's so confident, he's a good fighter, he never lost, and he won this fight before my previous fight also, and it makes my feelings more excited.
Really?
Yes, it's more excited that he never lost and he wants this fight. It means that we will make good fight Saturday night.
Everyone, of course, wanted to see you against Beterbiev. That fight will happen down the line. But what have you done to make sure you're not overlooking this opponent towards that super fight?
Sorry?
How have you not looked ahead? How have you stayed focused on the task at hand instead of that mega fight down the line?
You know, I'm in boxing more than 25 years. I can't do this. I can't be focused on my opponent, whom I have now. And then we will see.
You got a lot of fans here. What do you want to say to them?
Thank you, guys, everyone who's supporting me. Thank you. Thank you.
Dimitri Bivol, everybody.
Malik, we are one day out from the biggest fight of your life. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling fantastic. Thank you for everybody for supporting me here. I want you all tomorrow and time for action. Tomorrow's gonna be crazy. My mom's here somewhere. First time. Yeah, my mom. Be proud for me, mommy. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. My father with me first time after 10 years. So tomorrow's gonna be war inside the ring, guys. War.
Now, you stepped in last minute, and it's only 5 weeks since your last fight. So what have those last 5 weeks been like for you?
Man, I'm so happy. I'm so happy for tomorrow. I'm so happy. It's my moment. I can't wait for this, guys. Tomorrow's the action. Tomorrow you're going to see performance of Malik Zanad. Thank you for everybody for supporting me. You're going to see me all tomorrow, guys.
Good luck tomorrow night.
Thank you so much. Let's go!
You know, when he says his mum's here, his dad's here, sometimes boxing has a way of making things be written in the stars. Sometimes.
Imagine he ripped up the script. And that massive fight we've all been waiting for, Bivol Beterbiev, doesn't happen.
We've seen it in boxing before.
But we love these, and we love these narratives, the underdog story, the Rocky story.
But they keep the sport alive, they keep it growing, they're very important. But we want to see Bivol Beterbiev, we really do. But we want to see a good fight Saturday, that's the main thing.
We certainly do. We have the heavyweights next, and we've had a change of MC as well. Is the great Michael Buffer that's going to introduce the big boys.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we move to the big boys of the boxing world, the heavyweight division. Now, how do you top what happened 2 weeks ago here in Riyadh when we crowned for the first time in a quarter of a century the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world? Well, 2 weeks later, here we are. We've got 5 versus 5, Queensberry versus Matchroom, and the heavyweight division is represented in our final 2 bouts. This contest coming up, ladies and gentlemen, 12 rounds of boxing for the IBF Interim Heavyweight Championship of the World. Let's bring the fighters to the scale. First, representing Queensberry, he's the former WBA regular heavyweight world champion. His record, 20 victories. He has 19 KOs, only 2 defeats. He is Dynamite Daniel Dubois. And let's bring his opponent to the stage and then to the scales. In 2016, he captured a bronze medal in the Olympics. He's ranked #1 in the world by the IBF. His professional record, 17 fights, 17 victories. He has 14 of those 17 by knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, from Croatia, the undefeated Filip El Animal Hrgović. First onto the scales, ladies and gentlemen, representing Queensberry. He's a former WBA regular heavyweight world champion. Comes to us from London, England. His record, 20 victories, 19 by KO, only 2 defeats. Weighing in at 245.8 pounds for the former world champion, Daniel Dynamite Dubois. And now stepping onto the scales, undefeated as a professional, a bronze medalist in the Olympics from Croatia, 17-0 in 17 fights, 14 KOs, Filip El Animal Hrgović. 247.4. 247.4 pounds. Let's bring the fighters to the front of the podium here for their final face-off. It all goes down tomorrow night. Remember, this will be for the interim IBF Heavyweight World Championship. It's Dynamite versus El Animal. 12 rounds of boxing for the IBF Interim World title. Queensberry versus Matchroom.
If the heavyweight division had a weight limit, these two are bang on it, right? 245 and 247, and they want to get it on immediately. This is, I think, this could be a banana skin here, and I say that because Hrgović is a big favourite. Everyone thinks he's going to win. Talk to Daniel Dubois' team. They think they might have something that Hrgović hasn't seen before.
Yeah, I've been saying all week, this is the battle of the jabs. The strong, heavy jab of Daniel Dubois, and the fast, fluid jab, I feel, of Hrgović is, Darren.
I think body language is very important when the first bell goes here. There's something's happened in that spar, and I think it's important for Daniel Dubois to let Hrgović know, look, that was a long time ago, I'm in this, I'm a man now.
We are here with El Animal. You don't seem to be too impressed by Daniel Dubois. A lot of people think this is going to be a close fight. You don't think so. Why is that?
I don't know, man. Let's get down to business. Let's see tomorrow. But I believe I'll smash him tomorrow.
Do you expect this to be the toughest fight of your career so far?
No. I think I'll smash him.
All right, let's see if he can smash him tomorrow night. Give it up for Filip Hrgović.
Daniel, Philip said he's going to smash you. What's your response?
You know what? I'm not here to fuck around. I'm here for war. Let's go.
How hard have you worked for this fight?
Hey?
How hard have you worked for this fight?
Oh, you're just going to show on Saturday. I've worked my balls off.
And obviously everyone's saying Filip Hrgovic's favourite. What are you saying to those that are doubting Daniel Dubois ahead of this fight?
You'll see Saturday. I'm ready for war.
Good luck on Saturday.
He's up for it. He's clearly up for it. I think I've only ever heard Daniel Dubois swear twice. I'm not used to it. It's still strange for me. But look, clearly pumped up. Clearly maybe aggravated hearing all the people talk and say that Hrgović is the big favourite. And he knows he's had a good 18 months. Even with a defeat in there, he's had a good 18 months.
Yeah, that was cold from Hrgović. That's real self-belief. You call it arrogance, but I think I call that confidence. That Dubois got it in his locker to do it. Will he turn up? It's a big question for me.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow night at the Kingdom Arena, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, it's 5 versus 5. Queensberry versus Matchroom Boxing. And something I was just informed of, and you will find very interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, the winning promoter, the winning promotion of the 5 versus 5, courtesy of Riyadh season, will be awarded $3 million. All right. $3 million additional dollars, like they both needed. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great night of boxing tomorrow night as Frank Warren for Queensberry Promotions and Eddie Hearn for Matchroom Boxing proudly present 5 versus 5, presented in conjunction with Riyadh Season, National Events Center, the General Entertainment Authority, Gold Star Promotions, and Sella. They'll be presenting an evening of world-class professional boxing for your entertainment. It's a special thanks, ladies and gentlemen, to the custodian of the two holy mosques, King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud, His Royal Highness, the Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, and His Excellency, Chairman of the General Entertainment Authority, Turki Al Sheikh. So now, ladies and gentlemen, the official weigh-in continues with our final bout of the evening. It's 12 rounds of boxing between two of the very best in the world in the heavyweight division. Coming out first to the stage, he has a record of 29 fights, 26 victories, 21 of his 26 victories by KO, 2 defeats, 1 draw, standing 6 feet 6. From the Zhoukou, China, now living, training and fighting out of New Jersey, USA. Former WBO interim heavyweight world champion, Zhilei Big Bang Zhang!
Are you gonna bangle? From China, but are you gonna bangle? Don't speak English, but are you gonna bangle? Not tap choice, but are you gonna bangle? But are you gonna bangle? 6'6", but are you gonna bangle? Got a big bang, but are you gonna bangle? Got 6 hands, but are you
And now making his way to the stage with a professional record of 47 fights, 43 victories, 42 of his wins coming by way of knockout. Only 3 defeats with 1 draw, standing 6 feet 7. From Tuscaloosa, Alabama, USA, the former WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder. First on the scales, ladies and gentlemen. Come to us from Zhou, China, now living, training, and fighting out of New Jersey in the United States. 26 victories, 21 by KO. One of the top heavyweights in the world, Zhilei Big Bang Zhang. 282.8 pounds. Next on to the scales, the former world champion. 43 victories, 42 wins by knockout. 6'7" from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, USA. The Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder.
Give me lit, I can't with these niggas. This is gay. All in my page, fucking all in my comments and screaming my name while I'm at club.
214.6 pounds. The Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder.
Did I hear that weight correctly? Deontay Wilder, 214 pounds.
Heavyweights in the world.
Zhilei Zhang, 282, which is light for Zhilei Zhang, 291 last time out. That's nearly a 70-pound difference between two heavyweights. 70 pounds.
But I think Zhang's not a bit of weight. Ironically, it's crazy. But Wilder, he put on weight before and it didn't work for him. He tired him out. I think he needs to be light and mobile on his feet. Speed's his friend for the punching and for the power.
Zhilei Big Bang Zhang, the Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder.
Just for context as well, Lawrence Okoli fought for the WBC
Queensberry
title a couple of weeks ago and weighed 223 pounds.
It all goes down.
Deontay Wilder is nearly 10 pounds below the Bridgerweight limit. That's how small he is as a heavyweight.
Yeah, looking at videos of him training at the media workout, I tell you one thing, there is an awful lot of hand speed evident from Wilder, and he's going to need that. But the big question is, are we going to see shades of the old Wilder? Are we going to see that brutal knockout king tomorrow night? Everybody wants to see him back knocking people out, especially Eddie Hearn next to him there.
And is Zhang going to make him pay for any mistake he makes? Because Wilder does make plenty of mistakes, let's not forget that. When you think about it, this is like the perfect heavyweight matchup, isn't it? Two big punchers, one who can be busier, one who's not so busy, one who makes mistakes, and also they're both in redemption mode here.
Deontay, you yourself have called this do or die and have hinted that you might even retire if you lose this fight. Why are you putting so much pressure on yourself for tomorrow night?
There's no pressure at all. You know, I've been successful inside of the ring. I'm more successful outside of the ring. So, you know, I have 7 kids that I love so much, and they love me back unconditionally. They say you don't know what love is until you have a child. So, you know, this could be the do or die moment for me. I've been so many different places. Boxing have took me around the world. It's been great to me. So, you know, this could be the very end if all don't go well for me. But I'm very confident in what I'm going to do Saturday night.
Yeah, and in your last fight, I know you weren't happy with your performance. You just seemed like you weren't yourself. What Deontay Wilder will we be seeing tomorrow night here in Riyadh?
That's the big question. And that's for everybody to witness come Saturday night.
Can you give us a bomb squad?
Bomb squad! Yalla!
Zhilei, what do we need to see you do differently that you didn't do in that fight with Joseph Parker?
跟帕克的比赛吸取了什么经验会用到这场比赛上面？
跟帕克的比赛结束之后，我们整个团队做了总结，然后在比赛之后，把那场比赛的失利，然后总结到这一场比赛中来。
Well, I learned a lot. I sat down with my team. We went over everything. You will see.
Are you fighting the Deontay Wilder of old, or is this a different Deontay Wilder now?
这个威尔德跟以前几年前的威尔德觉得还是一样吗？
不一样了，以前有饥饿感，现在没有了。现在就像一只老去的野兽，但是没有威力了。
I think it's a different Deontay Wilder, to be honest with you. He was really hungry, destructive, but right now it's your old soldier.
Zhang, can you give us a bang?
Yes, I'm by him.
Thank you very much. Good luck on Saturday night.
And that concludes the weigh-in. Look, so many incredible fight nights in recent months on DAZN. An incredible fight night expected on Saturday, and so much more to come in the coming weeks and months.
Yes, how are we, people? Hope you're all comfy, because DAZN's got your night sorted. And that's not just tonight, chaps. No, have a little look at this blinding schedule here on DAZN.
He's right, it's a blinding schedule.
You don't need to go down your local and wait for it all to kick off. No, stick your feet up, bang on DAZN, and be captivated by over 150 fights available to you.
We got all day, right?
We've got some absolute crackers. What about Frank versus Eddie? Yes, I know they're all BFFs now, but the feud will reignite for the big one on June the 1st, baby, in the 5 versus 5.
You're going to find out who the governor is.
Time and a place. Let's go. And with Wilder and Zhang topping it off, you're in for an absolute treat.
Bang, bang.
But of course, that's only 2 cracking fight nights. I said over 150, didn't I? So how's about a bit of Estrada, Bam, Matthias, Paro, Boots, Crowley, Fisher, Babbage, Denny Cash, lovely stuff.
Get up!
Oh, and by the by, bit of inside knowledge for you, but there's lots of others to be announced very soon that you won't want to miss. Oh yes, and we ain't just got your boxing schedule covered, people. No, watch the greatest golfers tee off for all the marbles on the Live Tour. Oh yes.
I bloody love golf.
What'd you say? So for more than 150 fights in the very best of sports, DAZN has got you covered. Stick around.
Yeah, a bit of golf, a bit of boxing, a bit of football, a bit of everything on DAZN. All right, let's catch up with my good friend, Ariel Hawani, who's stateside, who's been watching all the action throughout the week. Ariel, what have you made of everything?
It's so good to be back. You know, last time we did this at just a couple of weeks ago for the undisputed heavyweight title fight, it went off so well that I was actually planning on being with you guys in Riyadh. I miss you, I miss Barry, I miss Darren, I miss the whole team, but they said it worked so well, stay home. So it's a gift and a curse. You know, we've got such great chemistry, but I feel so far away. I don't know if you feel the same. It looks like an incredible scene over there. The 5v5 is right up my alley. This is straight pro wrestling. And I know sometimes people don't like to admit this, but this is Survivor Series. This is 2 teams going toe-to-toe, elimination style, point style. This is exactly what I strive for and what I hope for when I look at combat sports. And how about the fact that Deontay Wilder, the longtime rival of Eddie Hearn, is the team captain for Matchroom? If that's not straight out of like late 90s WWF, I don't know what is. So I'm all in on this. Dare I say, more excited about this card than the undisputed one of a couple of weeks ago.
You know, I understand exactly what you're saying, because all the fights, when you look down the list of fights we've got, plus obviously Dimitri Bivol tucked in there as well, they're all 50-50. At worst 60-40. And that's competitive, and that's what we want to see in the sport of boxing. Which side do you have it, Ariel? We don't fence it on DAZN. Are you picking Team Queensberry or Team Matchroom?
I love it. I love it. Mr. Fence Sitter himself telling me not to fence.
There can only be one fence sitter. There can only be one.
That's right. A little birdie told me that there's a man on that dais over there, or studio. I'm still trying to figure out the lingo that you guys use over in the UK, but there's a very smart man who has similar picks to mine, and that's Mr. Barry Jones. And I don't want to steal his thunder, but I think Team Queensberry has it. I think they've got the better matchups. I think they're going to win. I don't even know if it's going to be close, meaning I don't think that the fights are going to be, you know, one-sided, but I think by the end of the night, when we count the scores, I think Queensberry is going to have this. I like their chances very much, and I do believe, dare I say, I do believe it was a mistake to make Deontay Wilder the team captain for Team Matchroom, and I'll tell you why. Team captain, as you know, can have double the points. There's just too many question marks regarding Deontay Wilder right now. You talked about the weight, similar to what he weighed in the last time we saw him in late December, and I like the fact that he's active now, right? This is his second fight in the last 6 months. The last time he did this was 5 years ago, so it's good to see him back out there. But I wonder if he's still got it. I wonder if the size difference is going to be too much. And Zhilei Zhang has been way more active than him. I just don't think that the old bronze bomber is coming back. So I think that was a big mistake by Eddie Hearn. And I think that Eddie wanted to give him the confidence by making him the captain. But I think it's going to come back to haunt him. I look for a big performance, by the way, from Nick Ball. I thought he got screwed in March. He got robbed. And I think the weight cut is too much for Ray Ford. One of the most dramatic wins of the year, Ray Ford, just a few months ago. Tremendous stuff to win the belt. But I think Nick Ball puts an exclamation point and proves that he's the man at that weight. So I expect a big performance out of him. That's my people's main event. I know you're stealing my lines over there, by the way. I'm watching you steal my lines.
I'm not stealing any line. Yes. We're friends and we can take each other's lines when we need to. I want to quickly go back to your Wilder point. You made a couple of good points there, but imagine, put your pro wrestler hat back on if Wilder has to knock out Zhilei Zhang to win it for Matchroom. That's why he's team captain. All the pressure's on him, and I think this boy will thrive under pressure. I really do. I think it's going to be a good one. Team Wilder, team captain. I'm going team Matchroom to get it done.
Oh, of course you are. I love it. I love it. By the way, that's a great point. And you know why I love that so much. You know why I love that so much? Because I am the biggest advocate for open scoring. I want every fight to have open scoring. Imagine Josh Taylor knew where he was sitting going into that final round against Jack Catterall last week. Open scoring. Combat sports, the only sport on the planet where the athletes don't know where they stand going into the final minutes. And so what you're just describing is the beauty of open scoring, right? Deontay Wilder and Team Matchroom may know, hey, we're down a point. We're down 2. We need to get the win and the knockout to propel ourselves over Queensberry. That's open scoring right there. And so you just proved my point in the most beautiful way. Open scoring needs to come to boxing,
these debates, right?
MMA.
Why can't we just have a conversation? Why do you always feel like this is a debate? Anyway, look, you're too lazy to be here, so we've got to go because we've got a busy show. But Ari Helwani, thank you so much for joining us.
Love you guys.
From your comfortable seat.
Great stuff
in New
out
York.
there.
Appreciate it very much. Charlie Parsons is in the thick of it, I'm hearing as well down there. Charlie, what's going on? Who are you with? What are they scoring, Queensberry or Matchroom?
Thank you very much. Well, if DAZN couldn't have dwarfed me anymore, I've got Jar Pataya on my right and Joseph Parker on my left. So, as if I wasn't already small enough, I've got these two absolutely mountains next to me. If you haven't seen my interview with either of them on the stomping ground, you can go and check it out. I have about 3 minutes with either of them now. Jar, I'm going to go firstly to you. The 5v5, you've been on the circuit, you've seen it wasn't always nicey between Eddie Hearn and Frank Warren. Excited to be here, Riyadh, the home of boxing, and what do you think ahead of tomorrow night?
Oh man, I think it's awesome. You know, I think it's awesome for boxing to see them both here fighting on the same fight, being a part of the same shows. It's healthy for the sport and it's headed in the right direction. So,
what are your predictions going in? Obviously, the main event, Wilder versus Zhang. Excited?
Exciting, man. You know, both hold upsetting power. You know, it's one that I'll definitely be tuning in for. You know, I'm not sure who's going to get that one. You know, it's a good fight. So.
Talk to me, as a fighter, would you want to win for your promotional company? I've spoke to a few fighters, they say, no, I just want to win for me, I want to get the win for me and my family. But then others are saying, no, I'm doing this for Eddie Hearn, I'm doing this for Frank Warren. What are your thoughts?
I love the whole sort of team, you know, team energy, you know, pumping each other up, going out together, fighting together. I love that stuff, you know, it reminds me of the amateur days. But, man, you got to win regardless, you know, they're here to get a job. There's some young, hungry guys out there, you know, we've just seen in the weigh-in that it means a lot to them, so I think we're in for an awesome night.
You're a Matchroom man, are you picking Matchroom tomorrow night in the 5v5?
Yeah, I'm going Matchroom.
Right, Joe, I'm going to bring you in. You've been on the circuit with both. Eddie, yeah, I know, that's what I said. You've asked for it already. You've been on the circuit with both. You've seen the dynamic play out over the years. You've fought on Queensberry shows. You've fought on Matchroom shows. It hasn't always been as nice. It was hostile once upon a time.
It was. But like Jai said, it's great to see them both come together. It's great for boxing. And this is going to be a very competitive night of fights. Not only for the fights, but for the rivalry that they have.
You would have been there at Fury and Garnu. That is not even a whole year ago today. And they weren't friends then, Eddie and Frank. Going in tomorrow night, what's your prediction? Who comes out on top?
Jai said Matchroom, so I have to go Queensberry.
You don't have to. That's the diplomatic answer.
I don't have to, but okay, we'll go Queensberry.
That's your prediction for tomorrow night. What's fight of the night for you?
My fight of the night would be of the main event, Wilder versus Zhang.
And you're picking Zhang, aren't you?
I'm leaning towards Wilder.
Okay.
I feel like he's going to have a big right hand that's going to land somewhere tomorrow.
Well, Joe, top man, guys, thank you very much. I'm going to throw back to Ade in the studio.
Thank you very much, Mr. Parsons. Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn are with me. They don't have ears, so I'm going to give you a little brief of what was said down there. Jar Pataya said, of course, Matchroom, and Joseph Parker said, of course, Queensberry. And in the main event, Joseph Parker went Wilder to get it done over Zhang. So we'll see. We'll see. Very nice outfit,
Listen,
Eddie.
this is the finest night on. It's you know, we're full kit, whatever they call them tonight, and honestly, I can't wait. The whole world is talking about this fight. We've had messages in from all our respective friends and fighters and former fighters, and This is so compelling. Everybody's talking about how it's going to play out. We looked all the fighters in the eye. They are so pumped for this. This is going to be absolutely massive tomorrow night.
No team tracksuit, Frank. They didn't fancy it.
Let me down.
Bit of trainers. You got the trainers on. You could have worn the tracksuit.
My team tracksuit.
Oh, this is your team tracksuit.
Yeah, we're all ready to go. Listen, tomorrow night is going to be something extra special. These fights are just so well matched. These guys, and it's not hype, I've never seen fighters for face-offs be so pumped up and not want to disengage. They just, we're pulling them apart. And that's 2 days running now. And I'll tell you something, tomorrow we're going to see absolute fireworks with these. Every fight's a great fight. Obviously we think we're going to win. So does my man, Mr. Parker. But I'm telling you, these are competitive fights. Do not miss this. If you're a boxing fan, do not miss this.
Yeah, completely echo that. Just to remind you guys of how it works as well in terms of points. So nil point for a draw. We do not want to see any draws. I don't think there will be any draws. 1 point for a decision win, 2 points for a knockout, and your captains, Deontay Wilder and Hamza Shiraz, have the opportunity to get 4 points. They can double up and get 4.
But as well, as I was just told by the media, you can lose 3 fights and still win. The concept. Some people talk about, is that fair? We want to see knockouts, don't we? I mean, that's what you want to see. So we want to encourage the knockouts. We want to know that if you're coming from behind and there's 1 fight left, we can still win it. And with the captain's pick, I still stand by. This is coming down to Wilder Zhang with the captain's pick. And this guy, I mean, he's 60 pounds lighter than Zhilei Zhang.
And some.
And spoke really honestly up there. He said, I lose, I'm done.
It is. And
so he's putting the pressure on himself tomorrow night.
Yeah.
That is going to be, you have to watch that fight through your fingertips. 4 rounds or less, somebody is going to sleep.
Yeah, Zhang's lost a bit of weight as well. 291 pounds for his last fight, 282 this time.
He was carrying a bit of weight around him, and I'm hoping that's the reason why he sort of run out a bit of steam in the last couple of rounds. And we will see. Look, I think Eddie's absolutely right what he says about Wilder and his weight, but he's used to fighting big guys. Nearly everybody he fights a big guy. He's very tall, he's very rangy, he's very loose limb. That's where he gets his power from. But I just feel that he's going to have his hand. If he fights like he did last time, it's Zhang all day long. But we'll see what he brings back. This fight is a lot about what's left of Deontay, especially after that last fight. Can he get any form back? Can he get it back? And if he can, he's in with somebody who's looking to take his block off.
Not that the fighters needed any extra incentive, but $3 million helps. A little bit of a bonus money as well. That's incredible. An incredible $3 million Riyadh season pot.
When this was put together, that was the prize. Queensberry, MATCHROOM, 3 mil. Whoever wins, that's where it goes. So that's what this is all about. That's part of what it's all about, and it's a nice cherry on top of the cake. But these fights, I'm telling you now, do not miss them.
All right, gents, you might want to look away now because the DAZN team have tabled up all their points, and this is what they've got as well. Are you ready for this? Let's have a look at here. So I've got 7-6 MATCHROOM. Barry Jones has gone Queensberry 6-5. Darren Barker 7-2 MATCHROOM.
Never let me down.
Barker. Olivia Bazaglo 5-2 MATCHROOM. Todd Grisham 4-2 MATCHROOM. Mike Costello 6-2 MATCHROOM. Ariel Hawani's gone 4-2 Queensberry. Chris Mannix 5-4 MATCHROOM. And Joseph Parker he's made a mistake. He's gone 8-0 MATCHROOM. Okay, didn't he say Queensberry were going to win a few minutes ago?
By the way, if this was on the TNT broadcast,
I think
very different.
It might flip around.
We're 8-0 on TNT. You know that.
Yeah.
It goes without saying.
But it shows there when you look at that. It shows. Everyone can get involved. Look at the scorecards all over the place.
The predictions. Normally, when you're watching a show or a fight card, it's win or lose. You're not accumulating points. You're not seeing who might double down with captain's points. So this has got something different for the viewer as well, and that rolling scoreboard throughout the night, like a Ryder Cup. You're sending out your Tiger Woods in the last group to win the Ryder Cup, and we're sending out our Deontay Wilder.
But it's also going to be interesting, like tactically, obviously the trainer's there to make sure his fighter wins by any means. As a team, tactically, you might have to change what you're doing, and I can't see, and I would not advise any trainer to change what he's doing with his fighter. The fighter's the most important person in there. But there are times where you might be looking at him thinking, you know what, we need him to go for broke with this. We need him to go crap or bust. Go for it.
You're dominating, get the stoppage.
Yeah,
or,
you know what I mean?
On the flip side, if you are getting beat and you're getting schooled, we want you to stay the distance. Almost like, if you lose
hang in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Just hang in there.
Especially in the Shiraz Williams fight. you know, you got a situation where Hutchinson against Richards is such a well-matched fight, a brilliant 50-50 fight. That's so important, the first one of the night, to get off to a good start. Full ball, the two best featherweights in the world, unquestionable. Brilliant, brilliant matchup. England versus USA. And then when you get to Shiraz against Ammo, if Hamza wins that fight by stoppage, that's 4 points. We're going to be in deep trouble. If Ammo wins that fight, takes away the captain's points, and we've already won the 2 fights, I'm going to sit back for Hrgovic against Wilder, maybe with a little la-di-da on the go, and just, you know, just tease him Frank.
I will say this though, Frank, when you looked at that scorecard, can we bring it up again, please, if we can, very quickly? A lot of those predictions were based on Deontay Wilder getting double points and knocking out Zhilei Zhang.
Yeah.
So it could go the other way completely. Like, I've gone Wilder to beat Zhang. If Zhang wins, and that's it, I'm done as well. So I think most people that have got Matchroom have predicted that Wilder's going to knock out Zhang.
The competitive of this event, the uncertainty of the event, what basically we can guarantee is that every one of those people will be wrong on Saturday night, because it's impossible
the
to predict what's
permutations
going
of
to
all of it is, you know, it's you're not, well, it's just going to unfold before your eyes. That's what's going to happen. You're going to see, you know, you're going to see these guys doing what they do best. But they all are, certainly my lot, they are acting as a team, really acting as a team now, and they're all supporting each other, and they believe in this. They really believe that each of them can win their respective fights. We're not looking to nick it at the end. We're looking to win every single fight. The team we picked is the team which we believe can win every one of those fights.
Cheers, Frank. I expect to see you in a tracksuit tomorrow. No excuses at all, Frank. Or at least a T-shirt or a cap. All right, thank you very much to Frank.
Might be in a bath shirt the way things are going.
All right, let's remind ourselves of what a fantastic fight card we've got coming up for you guys tomorrow. All right, we'll kick things off. Willie Hutchinson versus Craig Richards. Remember, this is for the vacant WBC silver light heavyweight title. And then a world title fight on the 5 versus 5. Raymond Ford versus Nick Ball for the WBA world featherweight strap. Captain Hamza Shiraz takes on Ammo Williams, the WBC silver, and it's a final eliminator for the WBC world middleweight title. Dimitri Bivol versus Malik Zinad. So good to see Dimitri Bivol still on this card. Remember, he's hoping to retain his WBA and IBO world light heavyweight titles. Daniel Dubois, the big boys, are up next. Daniel Dubois takes on Filip Hrgovic for the IBF interim world heavyweight title. And then the real big boys, Zhilei Zhang, all 281 pounds of him, will take on the 214-pound captain, Deontay Wilder. I keep saying 214 because, look, he's been there before. We know he's light, but there's a massive size difference between Zhang and Wilder. And you just wonder, if Zhang detonates one of those left hooks, or the right hook that we saw against Joe Joyce, it's a lot of power there, a lot of Chinese power.
214-pound Wilder is knocking out Zhang. There you go.
There you go.
It.
Mr. 7-2.
Right, let me tell you this. I was 3-2. I'm 3-2 going into the final fight, and then Wilder makes it 7-2.
Yeah, indeed.
By the way, Ariel as well. I love you, Ariel, but he picked Ngannou to beat AJ. So I'm not too concerned.
Listen, but he's learned his lesson. I've counseled him, and now we're on the right track, and we're going for the win. And it's I think Matchroom win more fights, but I think Queensberry get the knockout with their captain to win the tournament.
All right, here we go. Talking is done. Enough of us. The fighters are going to do their thing tomorrow. Make sure you join us, 7 p.m. UK time, 2 p.m. Eastern. This should be fun. The QR code is on the screen. Scan it, because this is the best fight card we've seen in years. 50-50 fights, at worst 60-40, and they can be split and shared as well. It's going to be fun. Make sure you tune in tomorrow for the very first ever 5 versus 5 boxing tournament with the added incentive of Dimitri Bivol. We'll see you tomorrow.
Queensberry better than Matchroom. You are having a laugh, Frankie, baby.
You've been running your mouth off far too long.
This is it.
Be ready.
This is the moment. There's going to be a war.
You're going to find out who the governor is.
I'm bringing 5 of my best. You bring 5 of yours.
June 1st on DAZN.
5v5.
Pack your bags. We're off to Riyadh.
Let's go.
No prisoners.
Ban, ban. Daniel Dubois, you are getting smashed.
Mechanical destruction.
Left hook, right hand.
He's mental.
Power, speed, my speed, my IQ.
Tall, powerful.
Just everything.
What are his weaknesses?
Slow feet.
I think his big head.
My car.
I'm aiming for that the whole night.
Big boy, you too small.
Who's ready to die and who's not?
Knocking your lights out. Queensberry Promotions is going to win.
We've got to win it.
Matchroom all day, baby.
Only one result required. Victory.
That's all that matters to me.
Watch 5v5
live on DAZN.
Let's go.
Bomb Squad!
Boxing on DAZN, brought to you by William Hill.
Hello, darlings. Aunt Helga. Futuristic scooters, old school website. Relax. Web upgrades, I own them. Better design, e-commerce, and smart AI. Now you're fit for the future. I scoot off now. Your digital partner, Ionos.
Boxing on DAZN, brought to you by William Hill.